So I want you to practice with the images supplied, creating some web ads. So web ads typically come in 3 sizes, and the practice that I want you to do is creating a web ad for the Broad Museum, using all the images and a text file in the web ad folder to design these ads. And the trick here is that I want you to practice optimizing these web ads so that they are below 50 kilobytes using the Save for Web Legacy optimization option. So you need to decide what settings are needed so that the ads not only look great, but also meet the file size requirement. So let's go ahead and just so I can show you how I would go about doing this. The first thing I do before I make a web ad is I'll open up the images that I need. So one image is Kusama, The Souls of Millions, which I have open, and the other one in this tab is the logo for the Broad, which is a really cool museum if you ever have a chance to go check it out. It's downtown Los Angeles. So the first ad I'm going to work with is the biggest out of the 3, and it's the 300 by 600. So I'm gonna set my new file size for 300 pixels by 600 pixels, and make sure you have pixels selected at 72 DPI. So you always create web ads using 72 resolution, or DPI as I like to call it, just dots per inch. You always want the color mode in RGB, and you want 8-bit. So this is the first ad. It's perfect. So I'm going to create my 300 by 600 pixel image. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go Window, Arrange, and I'm going to go ahead and just do 3 up vertical so I can see all my images. And I'm going to drag my first image into my web ad, kind of like it right there. I'm going to drag the Broad Museum's logo in, and then I'm going to go ahead and close these. So the first thing I do is I have both images in my window. I'm going to open my layers panel, and I'm going to name this layer the Broad logo, and I'm going to name this ad large background image. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to shrink the Broad logo, doing Edit, Transform, Scale. So I'm going to scale the Broad logo. So this is an ad for this exhibition. So I also supplied you with some text, a text file, which I have opened up here in Microsoft Word on my machine. And this is all of the text that I want you to place in this ad. So the Broad logo we already have in there. So I'm going to copy this text. I'm going to do an edit copy, or you could do a Command C. I'm going to jump back to Photoshop, grab my type tool. I'm going to click, and I'm going to select a nice sans serif, like Helvetica font, and I'm going to paste my type in there. I'm going to change this type color to white so that you can see it. And I'm going to bring it down in point size. So here's where you prioritize your hierarchy. So what's big and what's small. I'm going to center this. And I'm going to make the title of the exhibition bigger. So I might make this like 36 point. It's a little too big. E24 is good. I'm gonna make it bold because I want it to stand out a little bit. And I'm gonna hit return a couple times and bring tickets on sale down. And I think I'm gonna make tickets on sale. I could grab this red. Doesn't seem to be grabbing red. There we go. I'm gonna make tickets on sale red. Maybe make it bold. But you get the idea here. Kind of just creating a little visual hierarchy, so when someone gets this ad, they know what to do. So I'm going to bold that, and I'm going to make this even a little bit bigger. I really want this to stand out. So this is an ad that you would see on a web page promoting this exhibition. So here you go. I have my type layer, my logo, and my large image. And now here's now where I would optimize this ad. So I'd go File, Export, Save for Web Legacy. And I want to get this below 50 kilobytes. So it looks like, based off the 4-up option in Save for Web Legacy, it looks like a JPEG at 44K at 25% quality is gonna be probably my best option. Looks like I might be able to bring it up to medium. 47, so it's a little bit better. I'm not really stoked about how this logo looks, so maybe I'll check and see what a GIF looks like, which is tricky because GIFs aren't typically great for photos, but they'll be great for the type. So here's where I need to make the decision. I got a 53 GIF. I can mess with the colors. Got this down to, this one actually looks pretty good. The photo is a little bit polarized, but my type is a lot clearer. And if you look at the JPEG option here and here, I think I might go with the GIF for this instance. And then I would save this out as a GIF. So I'm going to cancel this really quick because I also want you to remember you're going to need to make 2 more ads. One's going to be a 728 by 90, and the other is going to be a 300 by 250. So you got a square and you have a long skinny leaderboard is what this is called. So the way again that I would do this is I would review window arrange, and I would do 3-up vertical. And then to keep your life really easy, I would grab the ad that you've already designed. I would click on your large background image. I would move that image into your next ad size. You got to decide what part of the image you want to show, which you want to hide. And I would grab this and put it into this one. And then I would grab your logo and bring it into your ads. So this is kind of how I work, my workflow. And then I would grab your type and bring it in. So you're going to have to adjust everything. You have to probably make your logo smaller depending on the ads. But then the next step would be to kind of formalize and get your type and your images and your logo the right size, and then you're going to go ahead and file, export, save for Web Legacy, and make sure that you are meeting that 50 kilobyte size requirement. And this is exactly also what you're going to be doing with your Photoshop conference homework. So get practice on for this, practice exporting them, and let me know if you have any questions.